All right, so the highlight of my meal today is going to be my oxtails. All right, so with the oxtails that I have, pretty meaty. Some of them are actually pretty meaty, but what I did was cut off, I didn't keep it to show you, but I cut off quite a bit of the fat. I wish I had taken a picture of them before I started cutting. They still have quite a bit of fat on them. Like, these are nice size oxtails. This one I actually didn't cut any fat off, but you can see how much fat they had. So trim a little fat off of them if you can, or if you would like. Yeah, this one has quite a bit of fat I would like to trim off, but in any case, they're still going to taste great. Just have to deal with a little fat. So the oxtails, starting out, we're going to cover them in Worcestershire. I'm just going to pour Worcestershire all over the top of them, or just pretty much coat them with the Worcestershire sauce. Doesn't have to be a whole lot, because you're actually going to add it to your gravy also. So you got the Worcestershire going through, and now we want to coat them in flour. Also, I have what is that, peanut oil warming on the stove. I'm going to coat it in flour right now because you want to brown them. Now, it's optional if you want to cook your oxtails in your slow cooker, crock pot, or on the stove. I would much rather do it in my Dutch oven. I have a cast iron Dutch oven. I would much rather do it in it, but because I have so many, as you can see, they won't fit. So I have one of my chili pots that I'm actually going to use. It's a lot deeper. It's not cast iron. I wish it was, because the heat of a cast iron skillet or pot or whatever, it actually distributes a lot more evenly. So I'm just going to coat these, and then we'll go ahead and transfer it over to the pot and start browning. Okay, so I'm just putting them in real quick just to let them brown. And you kind of want them to try and get them brown on all sides as much as possible. I got another big one in here I want to try to get out and get him browned. That's crazy. I just realized I'm referring to the meat as if it's a human. And then we got a few more small ones we can just drop in there. So we're just gonna brown these, get them done. It's quite a few, so we'll go ahead and get these brown on all sides, and then we'll take them from the grease and start with the vegetables. All right, so I've pretty much coated them and browned them all. Y'all, don't be like my family. This is a lot of oxtails. So yeah, they're gonna be cooking for a while. Just so you know, I normally cook my oxtails on low about 4 or 5 hours. So they will be cooking a while. But anyway, I just want you to see how they look once everything was brown. So I got them all brown. Now I'm gonna start with my vegetables. So in the same pot that we browned our meat in, we're gonna go ahead and start adding our vegetables. And the vegetables that I have are, let's see, we have onion, red bell pepper, green bell pepper, and celery. So just add all of that to the same pot. Sorry about that, don't know what I did. But anyway, add all of that to the pot. It's gonna cook down, but it doesn't have to cook down right now. I did not cut small pieces. As you can tell, everything is pretty much just big chunks of it. So I am also going to add my garlic. I forgot about my garlic. Let me get my garlic. So as you can see, I've actually added my garlic. So while that's cooking, and right now I have it on medium heat. So while that's cooking, I'm gonna go ahead and, let's see here, add some pepper. Uh-oh, opened the wrong side of pepper, but it's okay because I kind of like my pepper. I am also adding onion powder. It may seem like a lot, but believe me, it is not. I know I see it all the time. A little bit of garlic salt. And this is something that I love in my oxtails. I have some Dale's seasoning, and I pretty much use it on most beef and steak and things like that. But this is really good, so I'm gonna pour some of that in there. Not measuring, sorry. So we're gonna mix all of that up, scrape up whatever is in the bottom. Did I add everything that I wanted to add? Let me make sure, because I put quite a few things in here. Oh, the rest of my Worcestershire. I knew I was forgetting something. So you saw that we put Worcestershire in the beginning. So we're gonna put some in now as well. And again, everything that I'm doing, you do it to your taste. I don't have much Worcestershire left, so I think I'm done. Yeah, that's it. So that's the rest of that. And I had some flour left. I want to go ahead and add that. That's my thickening agent. Sorry about that. I think I kind of tapped my phone a little there. But anyway, all I did was just add the rest of the flour. That was it. It's just to help thicken it. That's all I did. Just add the rest of the flour, stir it all up, scrape up, like I said, whatever's in the bottom, because that's all flavor, okay? And now we're going to add, let me get my bowls and things out the way. I'm going to go ahead and add my beef broth. If you want to mix the beef broth with a little water, you can definitely do that. But I'm using just plain old beef broth. I don't think he got me low sodium. I think he got me full on flavor. Yeah, he did. So none of the low sodium stuff. Hey, if you want to use low sodium, it's completely up to you. Because once again, this is simply the way I make mine. This is just a basis for you to try it. It may be someone watching who's never made and just wanted to make it for the first time. This is the way I make mine. You do yours the way you want to do, the way you want to do yours. You may see another video that has a different way that they make it, but this is the way I do mine. All right. So that's that. All right, so let me go ahead and get the meat, and we're gonna put the meat back in here and bring it up to a quick boil and then take it down to a simmer. So I have quite a bit of meat here, and we're just gonna start adding it to the pot. So let's see. Just drop the meat on in there. Like I said, mine are pretty big. So it may fill up my entire pot. And there's even been times where I've had to get a separate pot. Yeah, done that before. So anyway, go ahead and add all of your meat to the pot as much as you can. Don't be like me and possibly have to get a different pot. But anyway, add it all to the pot and put the lid on it, and you're gonna bring it to a boil. Once it comes to a boil, and we're almost there, but once it comes to a boil, we're gonna go ahead and turn it down to a simmer, leave it covered, and let it cook. Keep checking on it. I would check on it in about an hour, but you're pretty much gonna let it simmer for about 4 to 5 hours. Completely up to you and the tenderness that you want your meat to get to. So let me go ahead and finish adding my meat so I can get this covered up. All right, so I finally brought it all together. I am done. The carrot souffle is done. Like I said, you will see the link to that video in the bottom. The green beans are done, and they taste awesome. And the star of the show, still smoking, oxtails with rice. Done. You can see the bell pepper, the onion, the red and the green, celery, all of that. So everything's done. You saw the cornbread. All we have left now is the cake. So I'm gonna go ahead and dig into this. Thank you guys so much for watching. Love you lots. Bye bye.